It's a beautiful morning, of day 16. Winds change from the west. Weather's changed too. Looks okay for now. Let me just grab my coffee here. Breakfast is done. I'll show you some caribou pellets I found. These are forest-dwelling woodland caribou here. Very, very rare animal. These are old pellets. I'm not sure how old, whether they're 2 weeks, 3 weeks old, or a month or two old. We're up in the southern end of Northern Ontario Caribou Range here, so it's not unexpected. I have not seen an animal yet on this trip. I've only seen one moose. I'll finish that coffee and do the dishes up and carry on. Well, it's 1:30. I've done 3 portages already. I'm a little worn out. I'm getting old. I've got a nice sunny dry day, but the price I'm paying for that is high winds. Filters on in this camera. I don't know if you can see the trees moving. Shrubs on there. It's pretty windy and very gusty. I've got 3 lakes to go to my vehicle. I'm going to split that over 2 or 3 days. And I've got 3 kilometers to paddle against the wind to reach my campsite for tonight. For the solo paddler, wind is the enemy. Wind sets me back when tandem teams could easily go. But that's the price I pay for solo. Beautiful scenery though, eh? Okay, into the wind. Well, I'll tell you what real backcountry is. Other than 3 lakes to go and several portages to go to get here, and no roads and nobody living here. Another sign is everything just the way I left it, including last September when I was here. I was here 2 weeks ago on this trip. It was pouring rain and I used a stick stove and my alcohol stove. So this wood I stacked, and nobody's been here, nobody's touched it. That's beaver-chewed poplar that has fallen in the water, drifted, washed up on shore. I retrieved that last fall and it's been out drying, and that makes a spectacular, beautiful cooking wood. It burns even and hot, and might just saw that up and see how it works. I mean, obviously I didn't make this camp. It's been made and maintained over the decades. Someone's put a nice bench in here. The two rocks I use for my Purcell Tench Grill have not been touched. Nothing's been touched. This wood over here, fine splits and quarters and half rounds, that's been there since last September. Nobody's touched it. When I was here 2 weeks ago, again in the rain, so I wasn't burning that wood. This site has no soil, it's all bedrock, and I stacked the rocks that I need to rig my tent, and they're stacked so that it doesn't divot up and scar the feather moss covering. They're all there. Nobody's touched them. I stacked poles under this spruce that has a beautiful rain shedding canopy, and they've been drying there, and they'll be ready for firewood, and some spruce twigs and some other splits that I left. Now this was all available to somebody to use. Welcome to use it if you come by and use this camp. That's why you leave stuff like this for the next traveler. But in this case, I'm the next traveler. And it's so nice to come back to an old favorite campsite and have everything just the way you left it. With a nice sunny day too. Well, I tried fishing offshore here, and no go. But my dehydrated food brought to life with olive oil and sauces, spices and garlic and stuff will be pretty good. Dinner tonight is my own mixture of dehydrated ground beef, dehydrated olives, dehydrated onions, and dehydrated baked beans. Comes out really good with olive oil and garlic powder and black pepper, and of course Tex-Mex, which you add right at the end. Really, really good.